Hi there, Aries. Welcome back. This is going to be a general reading. We're going to see what's going on in your energy, Aries. See how things are for you. If you're new here, if you're a cross watcher, my name is Ninja and I'll be your reader. If you're new here and you don't know, this is an all Aries channel. So, also, there is no timestamp on these readings. Whenever you find this message and it resonates with you, then it was meant for you. But if it doesn't, do help yourself to checking out any of my other readings. All right, guys, we're going to get into this and see what is going on with you, Aries. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get started. Okay, so you're not taking any specific actions just yet. Okay, you might not have made up your mind about doing something here, but you're definitely a homebody. Okay, maybe that's what the problem is here, is that you're a homebody. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being a homebody, right? So you're learning something new, you're doing something different than you have ever done before. And so it's something that is causing you to feel possibly anxious. You're worried that you're going to make the wrong decisions here, or you're worried that you're going to go in the wrong direction. Maybe you've had some experiences where you made decisions and it wasn't the best thing, that kind of thing. It wasn't the the best idea or something. You might have also dealt with somebody who around you who was trying to control you. This could be a father figure, okay, a karmic father figure. Could be, doesn't have to be, okay? Or this could just be somebody who thought that they were the boss. And this person is like every time you did something, this person always made you feel like you were making the wrong decision. So that's something that is actually following you. It's like it's in the back of your head now, because this is somebody who more likely was somebody who was someone you looked up to. Okay, it could be an uncle, brother, anybody. It could be anybody in your life that when this happened, it was somebody that you looked up to. It was like this person was trying to control you constantly here. Very very manipulative type of person. So I feel like because of that, Aries, you're carrying that with you. I think this also came out in another reading as well, didn't it? Something like this. Hmm. The thing about this person is that everything was always one-sided. So it was like you could do the same exact thing that they did, right? But because you did it, it was all wrong. That don't make no sense. But that's how that's the kind of person this person was. So now, because of that, it seems like you are second guessing yourself constantly, and you're constantly finding yourself like you're not actually hitting a brick wall, but you feel like you are. Like you feel like you're being blocked. You feel like, at any moment all your hard work is just going to go right down the drain, because you're learning something new. You're starting something fresh, something new, something different. So, but you're working hard. You're working hard here. Let me get more information about that. You're working hard. You're still working hard. Okay, so that goes here. You're still working hard, but you're still dealing with some kind of heartache. With the Three of Swords coming out, you're still dealing with some kind of heartache, or this person who hurt you. So that might be why you stay home a lot. This person has made you feel nervous being around people. That's what it looks like. It looks like this person made you feel nervous. So this is somebody possibly from your childhood. Could be for one of you. This is somebody from your childhood. Okay, this is somebody that was um always hurting you. in one way or another. With the Three of Swords coming out, that it was like something that they did, something that they said, and I think it was all of it. Like they did something terrible, they said something terrible. I feel like it was all kinds of forms of manipulation, all kinds of forms of control that they used. Okay, and this is what is turning into your obstacle, is that this person's words are constantly echoing in your head. Even if you don't acknowledge it, it's still there. It's sad what people do to their own, if this is your father, I mean, it's sad what people do to their own children. Whoever this person was to you could be a mom. I mean, you know what I mean? Could be your own mom who was always being very critical and judgy and manipulative. Whoever this person is, they everything was always one way. You could do the exact same thing that they did, and it was like, oh, you're so horrible, but yet they're doing exactly the same thing. That is why it's so one-sided. Everything is so one-sided with this person. Everything was always one-sided with this person. So you were always trying to get some kind of validation from this person. You're always trying to get their approval of some kind, love, approval, support. You were always trying to receive that from this person, and it was like it was never coming. What you expected, they gave you the opposite, or what you needed, they gave you the opposite. That's what I'm hearing. So your foundation, you've had to be stronger than everybody else. You've had to be way stronger than everybody else because you're always in this cycle of chaos and unhappiness and always trying to please this other person. You might have found yourself to become a people pleaser a lot of times when we grow up with somebody like this, whoever it is. Okay, it doesn't have to be your parent, it could be whoever it was that was in your life at a very young age. We tend to grow up to be people pleasers because we want to be accepted. We still look for that validation, even though we know we can't get it from that person who we should have gotten it from, right? So we go around and we try to find validation in other people, right? So we become people pleasers, right? So you might have found yourself to become a people pleaser, and that is another thing that is blocking you, preventing you from being able to move forward. Might have also caused you to become very sensitive. You pick up on people's tone of voice, you pick up on their body language, you pick up on any kind of hint of disapproval. It doesn't even have to be their words, it could just be the tone of their voice, that can cause you to have that negative little voice in your head, like, oh, you did something wrong, you did this wrong, you did, and just constantly pulling you down. So this is what is draining you of your energy. This is what is keeping you from receiving or getting what it is that you truly want. That's what I'm getting. And what you truly want is a loving connection with another human being. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be romantic, but I feel like that's what it is. You want a connection. You would love to have that connection with somebody else, with another person. Huh. So you have found yourself to be closed off, like emotionally closed off. You don't get close to people very easily. It's actually hard for you to get close to people. It takes a lot for you to get close to somebody, to trust somebody. Soon as you are able to release this and let this go, that's when you're going to have this judgment. You're going to be standing in your power. But it's going to happen when you are able to release this and let it go. You're a survivor. What's supposed to have crushed you and stopped you permanently didn't stop you permanently. It hasn't stopped you. You're still a growing individual who is learning and trying your best. I see you trying your best here to try to take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, or it could be your pets, your plants, whatever it is, your home. Yes, taking care of yourself. Ooh, look at that! I gotta do my nails. Um, yeah. Why is this two of wands in reverse? Okay. So you freed yourself, yes, right? You freed yourself, but at the same time, you feel like you don't have your power. Like, even though you could stand there and try to take back your power, but inside of you, there's a. So you've tried this already. You've tried to take back your power. You've tried to stand in your power, stand firm, and stand up for yourself, and try to get some kind of justice and whatever justice is for you, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be through the courts, but you try to get that like something righted in your life, you try to. You know exactly what you want to do next. You have, even though inside of you there's some kind of turmoil, but you have a very clear idea of what you want to do next. You want to leave the past behind. You want to start a new life. I feel like this is like some kind of new identity. So it doesn't necessarily mean like you're going to go change your name and go live somewhere else and create a whole new identity. No, I'm not talking about that. But I mean by a new identity, like rebuilding yourself the way that you want to be, not what they made you be. Does that make sense? I hope so. You know, you're going to start a new identity for yourself, and you're very driven to do this, to recreate yourself from scratch. It kind of gives me that vibe of that song that I don't know why, but it's like I don't know why this is giving me that vibe, but you know that song, this ain't build a bitch, um I don't know why I'm getting that song in this reading. It's so bizarre, but that's the song that's coming to my in my head about this, and it's you're gonna just, build yourself this time. You're not gonna let this person do it. You're not gonna let this person or anybody tell you what to wear, how to dress, how to speak, who to talk to, where you can sit and how to behave and what you should care about. I feel like that's how severe it was, where even what you cared about and what you liked was even dictated by this person. You were around a dictator who was totally taking control over you since you were very young. So you never really got a chance to know or to be able to. It's not that you didn't know what you liked. You had an idea of the things that you liked, but you just never had a chance to express them or experience them in certain situations. Maybe I'm just going to use it as an example. Maybe you've always wanted to try seafood and you never have. People who have lived under this kind of thing, under something like this, there are so many missing pieces that other people live and experience that you don't, right? And I'm using seafood as an example because that actually happened to me. uh, somebody took me when I was in my early 20s. Somebody took me to go eat at Long John Silver's, and they were so surprised that I didn't know what Long John Silver's was. So it was like, oh, I didn't even want to explain why I didn't know what Long John Silver's was, um, or what seafood was really. You know what I mean? I didn't want to explain that kind of thing. That's why I can really totally understand how you feel as a person because I've been there. You know, there's things that you've experienced that other people haven't experienced, or you experienced at a very young age where other people didn't experience until they were much much older. But you were expected at a very young age to be able to handle those things. And not only that, but you missed out on other things that other people might know or have experienced and you never have, you know something like that. So now it's your turn. This is what I'm hearing. It's your turn. It's your turn now. See, it's your turn. Oh, I can't pick those up. It's your turn now. That's the point I'm getting. This is you coming in to creating yourself. That's what I'm hearing. And it's like you could see it coming. You could feel it coming. There's a new horizon at the end. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's this new day is coming. And I feel like you know it. You could sense it. It's like around the corner. It's kind of like you're going to be getting a makeover. Maybe you are going to get a makeover. You know what I mean? But that's what this feels like. Like you're going to be getting a makeover. It's going to be you, yes. But like this brand new version of you. You know what I mean? One that you've never got to see before because of the things that this person put into your head. So now you're going to be able to experience the things that you never got to experience. Like, if you're a female, I'm thinking, like how to put makeup on or how to fix your hair, um, or how to fix your hair in a way that will compliment you. You know what I mean? That's part of the makeover, right? I mean, it's still your hair, right? But it's just going to be in a way that's going to be more flattering to you. You might actually be going to get in a makeover, but I do feel like you're gonna embrace this kind of change here, especially with the Eight of Wands coming out. I just feel like you're gonna be ready to embrace this change. You might also feel like it's at a distance to you, but it's not. It's like right around the corner, That new horizon is right around the corner. What? Ooh, what is this? Okay. You're gonna have to defend yourself. This brand new you, this whole new version of you, is actually something that you're gonna have to defend. I don't know why. I can't understand why you have to defend this, but that's what I'm getting. It makes me feel like I had a friend who converted to Islam, and she had to fight with her family for it. And it's giving me that kind of vibe. I'm not saying you're converting to Islam or anything like that. No, I'm not saying that, but it seems like that. Like you're gonna have to defend yourself, protect your decision here of this change. Like you're gonna have to stand up for yourself and speak up for yourself. And not only that, but you might have to distance yourself. Maybe that's why I saw that. You might have to distance yourself away from people when you go through this change. Or If not, then this might be just something that you're expecting. Maybe everything that you've ever done since you were very young, you've had to defend your right to live, defend your right to have rights, human rights, things like that. It's like you're going to be feeling like you have to defend yourself or protect yourself to have some kind of progress. That's what I'm hearing. This is going to be progress for you. But you're not afraid. You're not afraid. You're used to this. You're used to having to claw your way at every change and every little thing that you've always wanted to do. You you're used to it. You're a fighter. You've This person has created you to become a fighter. Like anything that was important to you, you've had to fight tooth and nail for. And now you are expecting to have to do it again. Even though now you're grown. You shouldn't have to do this, but this just might be something that you're just expecting. And that might be why over here, why you are holding back so much. For one of you, you might be, I'm just going to say it. For one of you might be homosexual, and you're having to fight for your identity. And this is just for one of you guys, okay? But that's the vibe I'm getting. This might be, you're having to fight to be who you are, and you've had somebody abuse you because of who you were since you were a child. And this is just for one of you. For another one of you, you were abused just because this person was so controlling, for whatever reason. And that's why you are, and well, both of you are in this of wanting love, wanting acceptance. So that's why it's so important for you, because you just want to be accepted for who you are. And for you who was abused, you just don't want to be abused anymore. It's that kind of vibe. So that's why when you come over here and you're going through the changes, or you're finally making up your mind and going through this makeover of some kind, you feel like you're going to have to protect yourself. Not that somebody's going to come and, like, go crazy and harm you, but they are emotionally going to harm you, right? Because that's what you're expecting. You're expecting that to come. You're expecting the things to fall apart because of this. You feel like you're going to have to do some kind of resisting their opinions of you, and resisting what other people are going to say. Hmm. So what I'm hearing here is that you're no longer going to conform to what this person, this karmic, has told you you are, or who you are, right? You're tired of this. Oops. You're tired of that. Oh, so there's like, that's crazy, right? We have the Ace of Cups in reverse coming out with the Ace of Cups. So contradicting. It's like, it's giving me the vibe of what it is below is coming to the top, as it is below. Or how does the saying go? As above, as below, or something like that. As above, as below. That's what I'm hearing. Or is it the is it the opposite? I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if I'm saying it wrong, but that's what I'm hearing. You're gonna fight and defend this, because as above, so below, or something like that. That's what I'm getting from that. Let's see if there's anything here. And you don't care. You don't care who gets their feelings hurt. You don't care. You're ready to be yourself. You're ready to let yourself shine. You're ready to show the world your specialness. That's what I'm hearing. You're ready for this. You've been anticipating this for a long time. That's why this judgment day is so imperative for you, because you've been needing it and craving it for so long. You've been wanting to get to that point in your life where you can stand up, and if that person's not going to treat you right, then you're going to treat yourself right. You get what I'm saying? Like, if they can't treat you right and they can't appreciate you, then you're going to do it for yourself. You've you've come a long way from where you've been, and now you're finally here where you're going to give yourself the justice that you've been craving. Yeah, that's what it is. You're finally at the stage where you're going to give yourself what you need. You're not going to rely on other people to give it to you. Yes, you still want love. I mean, everybody does, right? Everybody everybody wants that. So we can share our lives with somebody else, right? Everybody wants that, but you are at the stage in your life where you understand that you could give it to yourself. You can take yourself out and get your own nails done. Ah, you can send yourself your own flowers, right? You can write your own name in the sand, right? That kind of thing. Like, you know that you can provide for yourself emotionally. You're ready to stand up now, right? Stand up against a bully. That's what I'm hearing. You're ready to stand up against a bully. And you don't care. You don't care who gets their feelings hurt. You don't care if things fall apart for them. You don't care if there's never going to be a solution, because you realize that sometimes there's never going to be a solution. And that's what I'm getting here. Like, you understand that in life, there's not going to always be a solution to a problem. Sometimes people are just a problem, you know, and they will never, ever, ever find a solution. Yeah. And that's where you are. And I'm going to leave that here. You have grown on this path, that's what I'm hearing. Okay. I'm going to pick one more. You're on your journey to peace. That's what I'm hearing. You're on your journey to finding peace. And I want to say, being content. You don't care. You don't care if other people are fighting or anything. You are going to encourage yourself. Yeah. Whew. Let me see what this one says. The moon. Why is the moon coming out? Oh, that's crazy. Because intuitively, you know that nobody's going to hand you anything. You have to go out and get it yourself. Intuitively, you understand that. That's what it is. Intuitively, you have to go out there. You got to reach for the stars yourself. You got to, go out there and be who you are, and hold dear to yourself what's important to you, because nobody else is going to give it to you. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. I hope this helps you in some kind of way, shape, or form. I hope, knowing that you're not alone, there is other people who are going through very similar things like this. And I hope it helps you in some kind of way here. Anyways, guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Catch me in the next one. And this is your energy read. Y'all take care. Bye bye.